Phillies, it got canceled yesterday, which really sucked. But Zach Wheeler's on the mound. He's got that arsenal of about 6 pitches. Acuna's on first. He hit a dribbler up the middle. He takes off for second base, and he swipes second base. Acuna with the steal. 1-2 count, 1 out. Runner on second base for the Braves. Solid steal for Acuna. It was a close throw by Realmuto, but he had a really good jump. Really good jump. The throw was on the third base side of second base bag. No chance to get Acuna. He's lucky he didn't pop off the bag there a little bit. But yeah, I'm stoked to do this live stream with you guys for opening day. It should be a lot of fun. Austin Riley's at the plate now. 1-2 count, 1 out. Wheeler takes the sign. And the pitch. Ooh. Almost hit Riley there with that pitch, guys. All right, 2-2 count. Fastball up and in on Riley. Dances him out of the box. 2-2 pitch to Riley. And the count's full. Oh, nice play by Alec Boehm. Diving play to get Riley at first. Acuna stays at second base. Man, Alec Boehm has turned into a great third baseman, man. He's playing really solid defense. The guy looks really good, man. I'm really proud of Alec Boehm. His sticks really come around at the plate, and he makes a heck of a diving play in the hole. Plenty of time to get Riley at first base, and Acuna has to stay at second, guys. We got 2 outs. And ball 1 to Olsen. Man, Olsen is such a monster, dude. Olsen's like 6'6". Crushed it last year. 283, 54 home runs. God damn, he was so good. He hits with that power and a 289 average. He's like everything we want Schwarber to be. Big time power, but the dude just can't hit over 200. I can't believe he's batting leadoff. What do you guys think? You think Schwarber should still be batting leadoff? I like Turner in the leadoff spot more than Schwarber. And if Schwarber gets on, and then say Turner gets on, Turner can't steal any bags because Schwarber's in front of him. I don't like guys that bat 200 hitting leadoff. And he's got all that power, and then what? A quarter of his home runs are going to come mathematically with nobody on base. So I don't really like that. And the pitch to Olsen. 2-1 count becomes 2-2. Swing and a miss by Olsen. 2-2 count. Top of the first. Acuna's on second. 2 outs. The Phillies faithful are on their feet. Big pitch here by Zach Wheeler. The pitch. Ripped down the line, and Harper with the catch. Diving catch. Wow. 2 defensive gems by the Phillies, man. Harper makes a big play down the line. Dive and catch to end the top of the first inning. 1 hit, no runs, no errors. And we move on to the bottom of the second. We got Schwarber, Turner, Harper coming to bat. Wow, 2 great plays on the corners by Boehm and Harper, man. Harper really seems to be taken to first base. It's a little less stress on his body than running around the outfield, so I like the move to first base. I am sad as a Phillies fan watching Rhys Hoskins go to the Brewers. You know, Hoskins is such a good clubhouse guy, everybody, and he's a solid major league hitter, man. He's got a high on-base percentage. He doesn't strike out a lot. I'm going to miss Hoskins for sure. And they got Rojas starting in center field today. I just don't think he's a major league hitter. And in that lineup, when you have a guy like Rojas who's going to bat probably around 200, and then you got Schwarber batting in the 1 spot, another 200 hitter, I mean, that's 2 dead ducks the majority of the game at the bottom and top of your lineup. And once that lineup turns over the first time, we're going Rojas, then Schwarber. I want to see a guy hit a little more than 200 batting in front of Schwarber. That's for sure. All right, guys. Wheeler escaped some big hits by the Braves. Gave up a leadoff hit up the middle to Acuna. Then he got the next couple hitters out. And then Olsen ripped a shot down the line. Harper dove, caught it. Excellent. Excellent catch. And this is a makeup of yesterday's game. It got pushed back. Spencer Strider is on the mound for the Braves. The dude's as solid as a number one as it gets. It's a little chilly in the Philly in the 50s. We got Schwarber, who hit 197 last year. Turner, 266. Harper batted 293. JT Realmuto, we need to see a bounce-back year from him. Only 252 at the plate last year. We need to see him bounce back a little bit. And I would like to see Schwarber take some more pitches this year. Get a little deeper in the counts. Ball's ripped up the middle, dropped, and Schwarber is too slow to run it out. That's what you want to do, Schwarber, as the leadoff guy. One pitch, one out. That's what you want to do. God, I hate Schwarber batting first. I seriously hate it. I think it's so stupid. One pitch, one out, because Schwarber can't help himself and ground it out up the middle. God, Schwarber kills me, dude. He doesn't take a lot of pitches. He bats like 200. I don't give a shit how many home runs if you hit. If you bat 197, I don't want you on my team. And I definitely don't want you batting leadoff. That's for sure. Turner's up to bat. Counts 1-0. That's another ball. Ball two. He swung at ball two. 1-1 count to Turner. Looks a little windy down there in Philly, but God, the Phillies need to just relax a little bit at the plate and take some pitches. If you're going to be swinging at balls out of the zone against Strider, it's going to be a long day. Another ball in the outer half, swung at by Turner, fouled off. Yeah, in the playoffs last year, Strider hung that curveball to Trey Turner, and he mashed it 15 rows deep. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch to Trey Turner. Ball outside of the zone. Started that curveball in the outer half, and it broke off the plate. Pretty much a ball out of his hands. Strider crushed it last year. 3.86 ERA, 186 innings pitched, 30-5, 32 starts, 281 strikeouts. Woo, man, close pitch. Turner takes a close pitch. Strider throws a four-seam fastball, a slider, and a changeup. Not a lot of pitches for a starter in the major leagues, only having 3 pitches. But you can kind of cancel one of those out. Ball flipped out to right. Acuna blocks the sun, and there's out number 2. 0-0. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Phillies got 2 outs, and Harper is coming to bat. Schwarber swung at the first pitch, grounded out up the middle. Turner had a better at-bat, but count was full. He swung at a bad pitch out of the zone and popped up for out number 2. All right, Harper, we'll see if he's healthy. He's been dealing with some back issues in spring training. I've done a bunch of videos on Harper on how he wants that extension. The dude's still got 8 years left on his 13-year deal, $330 million. He wants more money. He wants more years. I'm not paying you past season 38, dude. I'm not doing it. These guys are like delusional, I think. I think they can play well into their late 30s, and that's just not the case. That Albert Pujols deal was horrible. Horrible. The last 7 years of his career, he was just a shell of himself. I don't like those deals into the late 30s and early 40s. That's a ball up in the zone. 1-2 count to Harper. Strider only has 10 pitches, guys. Not great. It's super windy in Philly. We'll see if the Phillies offense can come alive in this game today. There's another ball, but Harper fouls it off. Fouls it off his ankle a little bit. Harper takes a minute after whacking the ball off his shin. Yeah, Harper can never catch a break, man. He's always beating himself up. I don't know if Harper's out of his prime. He just needs to be healthy. I mean, he won the MVP 2 years ago. So, I mean, if he can play a full year, I think he can still produce for the next 3 or 4 years. He's 31 now. I think 34-ish, we'll start to see a decline a little bit. He's signed until he's 38. So I'm not doing that. I mean, Harper had an incredible OPS last year. 2-2 count, ball 3. That slider broke out of the zone. Yeah, I just want Harper to stay healthy. And now that he's moving to first base, he doesn't have to, run around the outfield, dive for balls all the time, run down balls in the gaps, down the line. Playing first base is a lot of stress. I mean, playing the outfield is a lot of stress on your body. First base, I think he could stay a little bit healthy. The back issues definitely concern me. And he's been pretty injury prone. Just the way he plays and how violent of a swinger of the bat that he is. I mean, he's a fast muscle twitch guy, man. And those guys get soft tissue injuries. And then there's strike 3. Swung at ball 4. That's the end of the first inning, everybody. 0-0. Zach Wheeler will come back to take the mound. I mean, I love Acuna, man. If Acuna's on my team, I mean, how can you not love the guy? I mean, he's a perennial MVP candidate every single year. I mean, he stole 72 bases last year. In today's game, that's unheard of, man. If he could bat around 300, hit around 30 home runs, steal 70 bags, and anything above 325 on base percentage is just money in the bank, bro. I mean, the Braves, top to bottom, they're one of the scariest teams in baseball. Are they going to be able to pitch like they did last year with their staff? That remains to be seen. And the Phillies' Tawan Walker just went on the IL, so Spencer Turnbull is now the number 5 guy for the Phillies. So the Phillies have an okay staff. Their top 3 are as good as it gets. Ranger Suarez might be one of the most underrated pitchers in Major League Baseball. I think he throws for over 200 innings this year if he stays healthy. And he'll have around a 3.5 to 3.75 ERA. And that's solid production for a number 3 guy. But, yeah, I mean, the Braves with Olsen and Austin Riley and Alvy Albies, Acuna, I mean, they're scary. They're as scary as it gets in Major League Baseball, I think. Yeah, Acuna's a generational talent for sure. We're on a commercial break right now, guys. We're about to enter the top of the second inning. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the way you got to keep it with Acuna, man. I mean, is there anybody, if you're doing a mock draft in baseball, all the teams just pick from scratch. Acuna's probably the first guy off the board. I'm not taking a pitcher first, someone that plays every 5 days. And nowadays, starters only go 6 innings at the most. I live in LA, so I have the MLB package. So that's how I'm watching it. I have like the Phillies MLB package for the year. So I'm not sure. It's probably on Comcast if you live on the East Coast. All right, Ozuna's up now. 0-2 count. Quick 0-2 count. Wheeler's got 16 pitches. Ozuna fouls off the 0-2 pitch. That was a pretty good 0-2 pitch, though, for Wheeler. Wheeler got the new deal done. He's going to be with the Phillies for a while. I mean, Ozuna was great last year, too. 29 doubles. 80 runs scored. Yeah, I'm not sure in Georgia what channel it would be on. And the 1-2 pitch to Ozuna. Oh, close pitch on the outside, just outside. 2-2 count to Ozuna. 19 pitches for Wheeler. We're in the top of the second inning. Hit up the middle, soft liner to Bryson Stott, scoops it up, throws him out at first base. We got one out. Yeah, I'm not sure how it works in Georgia if you have NBC there. Because I know in Georgia, didn't TBS used to own all the Brave stuff? So I guess that would be like Warner Brothers Discovery now. All right, Harris the second. The lefty is up for the Braves. Solid curveball by Wheeler. He gets ahead 0-1. We got one out in the top of the second. And the pitch. Ball out of his hands. Low changeup. Not really a good pitch by Wheeler. 1-1 count. Toward the top of the second. One out. 0-0 Braves Phillies. And the pitch. Pitch out of the zone. A dribbler down the third base line. Scooped up and bobbled by Bohm. He couldn't handle it. They're probably going to call that a base hit because that's a tough play. Kind of a dribbler. Not quite far enough to get out of fair territory. Oh yeah, he hit it off the top of the bat. A spinner off the top of the bat. It's a little windy. Couldn't really handle it. Let's see if we can get a double play turn. And the pitch, and that's a high fly ball to third base by Murphy. That's an out. 2 outs. Runner on first base. Zach Wheeler's got 24 pitches with 2 outs in the top of the second. Yeah, those flags are going straight out, man. I think it's blowing off the Delaware River there. This wind is hawking in Philly right now. They're playing in Philly. Yeah, they're playing in Philly. It's like 50 degrees, super windy. Super sunny, though. Nice-ish day. All right. Arcia is up. 2 outs. 0-1 count. 25 pitches for Wheeler. We got a runner, Harris, on first base, who hit a little spinner off the top of the bat to Bohm, who couldn't handle it. And the pitch. Ooh, behind the fastball there is Arcia. 0-2. 2 outs. Top of the second. Arcia 264, 17 home runs, 65 RBIs last year. Solid year. Solid year. Wheeler checks the runner back to first base with the 0-2 count. A lot of major league people who steal bases. 0-2 count. 2 outs. He could be going on this pitch. And the pitch. Popped up. Out of play. Still an 0-2 count. Arcia is at bat. Runner on first base. 2 outs, top of the second. All right. They're doing some highlights of their playoff games last year. 0-2 count to Arcia. The pitch. High fastball, fouled straight back. Riamito takes the mask off. And it's in play. That's the end of the top of the second inning. 1 hit. No runs, no errors. Phillies come to bat. We got Real Muto leading off. Then we got Bohm. Let's see if we Phillies can get some runs. Yeah, the Phillies are at home against the Braves. It's in the 50s. It's a little windy. Sunny out. Nice solid day for baseball. Definitely a little windy, though. It's cutting across the field pretty good. We got 0-0 as we head into the bottom of the second inning. The Phillies are starting Johan Rojas in center field. I just don't think he's ready to be a major league hitter, man. I don't. He was horrible in the playoffs last year. I mean, he's probably the best center fielder defensively in Major League Baseball, but he can't hit at all. They're probably going to play him the first 2 months of the year, and then they're going to end up putting Merrifield in left field and then moving Marsh back to center. I think that's the way it plays out. Unless Johan Rojas miraculously learned how to hit, I don't see him lasting too long in center field for the Phillies, especially when they have Merrifield. Whit Merrifield has led Major League Baseball multiple times in hits. The guy's a solid player. He's okay. He's a little older now, but I mean, if he can still bat 270, 280, I'll take that with mediocre defense over Johan Rojas, who barely can hit at the Mendoza line. And the starting rotation for the Phillies this year, they're going to go Zach Wheeler, Aaron Nola, Ranger Suarez. It would be Tawan Walker, but he's hurt. He's on the IL. So they're going to have Spencer Turnbull take over the 5th spot. And then we're going to have Christoph Sanchez, the lefty, in the 4th spot right now. All right, the Phillies are coming to bat. Not the best pitch selection in the first inning. Schwarber swinging at the first damn pitch just irritates me. Pitch outside to Realmuto. Weird. He didn't swing at the first pitch. I just don't understand Schwarber's philosophy as a leadoff hitter. You want to take some pitches. You want to have your guys see what this guy's working with. Realmuto swings at a bad off-speed pitch out of the zone. 1-1 count to Realmuto. He's another guy who struggled with the bat mightily last year, so he needs to step it up. I think he's an insurance policy if Johan Rojas doesn't hit. So if Rojas can't hit for shit, which is probably what's going to happen, they're going to move Marsh from left field to center field, and then they'll put Witt in left field, and he'll play there every day if Johan can't hit. Because Merrifield is not a right-handed hitter who can't hit righties. His splits are the same versus right-handed pitching and left-handed pitching. So Merrifield, he's solid, dude. If you just watched him a little bit in spring training, Realmuto just swung at a horrible pitch outside of the zone. I don't think he swung at one strike in that at bat. JT has been awful. I like Bohm batting behind Harper than JT. JT has reworked his swing a little bit, but man, he just doesn't. The last couple of years, he just has bad at bats, swinging at pitches that aren't even strikes out of their hands. Base hit for Alec Bohm up the middle. What did I say? That's why I like him. That was a tough pitch to hit. He kind of muscled that in the middle of the field. He might have broke his bat there too. Kind of muscled it up the middle. Base hit. First hit of the game for the Phillies. It's 0-0 in the bottom of the second. Alec Bohm on first base. Just out of the reach of the second baseman, man. Just got through. Woo! Man, that was close. Oh, man, another inch or two. He would have caught that ball. All right, that's a base hit for the Phillies. Let's do it. Bryson Stott is batting in the 6th hole after Alec Bohm. Bryson Stott swings at the first damn pitch, too. What are they doing? Yeah, I mean, Alec Bohm has been he might be the most consistent hitter on the Phillies. From the right side of the plate, Stott and Harper are very consistent too, but God, Stott swinging at that damn first pitch, dude. God. With Strider, you want to get his pitch count deep. You don't want to be swinging at the first pitch every damn time, especially if you're going to not hitting with solid contact. Nick Castellanos takes the first pitch outside. He's another guy who's got terrible pitch selection. 272 last year, 311 on base percentage, 29 bombs, 106 stakes. I like that. God, man. Castellanos, if you throw that slider, curveball, breaking ball on the outer half of the plate away from him and have it break off the plate, he will swing at that shit every time. And the pitch, 1-1 pitch to Castellanos. Outside again, swing and a miss. Man, the Phillies are having terrible at-bats. I mean, Strider's a really good pitcher, but these pitchers are balls. You got to make him throw strikes. Make him come to you in the zone. Awful. Here comes a pitch on the outer half. And Castellanos stands so far away from the plate, dude. Terrible. He spikes one. Nice play by the catcher to keep that ball in front of him. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Runner on first base. Alec Boehm with the base hit up the middle. Spencer Strider on the mound for the Braves. 25 pitches. 2-2 count to Castellanos. Bottom of the second. And the pitch. Ball is outside. God, Nick Castellanos needs to learn how to lay off that pitch, man. He check swung on a ball. That's a ball out of Strider's hands, man. He's so bad at picking up that ball on the outer half of the plate and laying off of it. Full count. Boom's going to be off on the pitch. Oh, off-speed pitch. And what do you know? Nick Castellanos struck out again on a meatball off-speed pitch, center cut, sitting on a fastball, hanging slider, and he missed it. Horrible. I'm not a big Nick Castellanos guy. I think he overachieved a little bit last year. He gets on really hot streaks, and then he goes on really cold streaks and looks terrible. We had a base hit by Boehm and a couple bad at-bats by Bryson Stott, JT Realmuto, and Nick Castellanos, swinging at balls out of the zone. Now we move to the top of the third inning. Wheeler and Strider are both pitching pretty good, both around that 25 pitch range after the first 2 innings. And we'll see where we go from here, guys. We're on commercial break as we start the third inning. Nothing. I just don't know what his value is. I'm not sure, what teams are going to value Nick Castellanos. He's got bad pitch selection. He disappeared in the playoffs last year. He had that one good series, and then the rest of the time in the playoffs, he was horrible. Was it against the Braves that he had the good series against? I forget. But anyway, I don't know if he has a lot of value. And the Phillies owe him a ton of money. I think it's like $20+ million a year. Who's taking that deal? I mean, if he comes out to a red-hot start and the Phillies aren't playing well, maybe he'll have some value at the trade deadline. I don't know how much value he has. If I'm a GM, I'm not trading a bunch of prospects for Nick Castellanos. Maybe if the Phillies are looking like trash or like there's some big injuries that happen and they're not competitive by the All-Star break and some teams are like, I want to add a little piece. That could be a potential win for the Phillies. But then who do you have playing right field then? I guess you could put Merrifield there. But then I don't know. A lot of this depends on, can Rojas hit at the major league level? I'm not convinced. We'll see him hit next inning, so we'll see what his approach looks like. If you guys have any questions about the Phillies, leave me some comments below. And if you haven't yet, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I do all kinds of content, a lot of Phillies content, a lot of Eagles content, a lot of Philadelphia sports content, but I also cover MMA. I do a lot of bets and picks, survivor pools for the NFL, all kinds of different stuff. Base hit for the Braves, just out of the reach. A ball Bryson Stott probably should have had. He was kind of flat-footed when the ball got hit in his direction. He's got to get that. He's got to get that ball. Runner on first. Acuna Jr. is leading off. Man, the umpire's not giving these guys anything on the outer half of the plate. That ball looks like a strike. 0-1 count. Oh, he did call it a strike. A late strike call. 0-1 count to Acuna Jr. The 9-hole hitter got on base. 94, up and away. Acuna cuts and misses. I mean, last year, Acuna Jr., 337, 416 on base percentage, 70 steals, OMG. That dude is a nightmare. 0-2 count. You got to throw a ball out of the zone. Woo! Man, he threw that running back fastball, just missed on the outer half. And Zach Wheeler's got nasty shit, man, and he can He throws like 6 different pitches. Throws a ton of different pitches. 1-2 count to Acuna. Runner on first. And the pitch. Up in the zone. Runner takes off. He's out. See ya. Realmuto throws out the runner at second base. Nice throw by JT. He's one of the best in baseball, getting that ball out and down to second base. That makes up for Stott's little misplay. Picking up his teammates. That's what baseball is all about. Solid jump. Man, great exchange. Great throw. Right on his hands, that throw. You can't ask for a better throw from JT Realmuto, who throws out the second base runner. Woo, got him. 2-2 account to Acuna, fouled straight back. Nothing game in the top of the third. A lot of fun. We're here for opening days for the Philadelphia Phillies. One of my favorite days of the year. It was my birthday yesterday, and they were supposed to be playing opening day on my birthday, and the game got rained out. I was super sad. Strike 3 to Acuna. Solid pitch by Zach Wheeler. Let's go. Wheeler can straight deal. 2 outs, nobody on. Top of the third. Nice pitch on the outer half. Running away from Acuna. Solid pitch. We got Albies up, the lefty in the 2-hole. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I was like, because I live in LA now. Me and my dad used to have season tickets to the Phillies, so I was there for a while. I was a feature columnist on Bleacher Report for years covering the Phillies, so I'm a big Phillies fan. And then I was like, they're playing on my birthday, opening day. This can't be better. And then it rained out. I was like, no. I like took off from work and everything. Actually, yeah, so I'm heading home the last week of June, I think, for a couple weeks to spend time with my family. Me and my wife and my daughter are going to fly back to Philly for a couple weeks. And I think that week that we're home is like the fireworks week for the Phillies, because they're at home the week before 4th of July. The week after, they're on the road. So I think it's like the end of June. They're playing the Marlins. So we're probably going to go down to the ballpark, check out the fireworks, drink some beers, watch the game, and just enjoy Citizens Bank Park, man. I've been to a lot of stadiums across the country, and Citizens Bank Park is one of the good ones, man. It's one of the better parks in Major League Baseball. If you haven't, you got to go check it out. 3-1 count to Albies, 2 outs, top of the third inning, 3-1 count. Wheeler takes his call and the pitch. Albie swings at a pitch out of the zone. Full count, 2 outs. Wheeler's got 42 pitches in the top of the third. Let's see if he can end this inning. That's one of the reasons I want to move back home to Phillies, to be able to go to these games. I think my dad did that. Me and my dad did that like 20 game package. It was awesome. Full count, pitch to Albies, lined right at Harper. That ends the third inning. 3 innings of shutout baseball for Zach Wheeler, who is absolutely dealing. No runs, 3 hits after 3, no errors for the Phillies. We move on to the bottom of the third inning. We're going to see the bottom of the lineup. We'll see what the Phillies got. I think we got Marsh, Rojas, and then Schwarber. Rojas. They have a lot of confidence, and I think they can get him. Yeah, I think the Phillies are a really good team. I think in the National League, you got the Braves, you got the Phillies, you got the Dodgers. San Francisco added Blake Snell, so that's a big addition. And you can't count out the Padres. The Cardinals are a solid team as well. And the Reds are a young team that can play some ball. So it'll be fun to see how it all shakes out this year. But the Dodgers, it's so stupid. I like football how there's like a hard cap and you can't really go over the cap. In baseball, the Dodgers have so much money, they're just like buying an all-star team. I think it's stupid. I think you should be able to go over it a little bit, but there needs to be some sort of cap. They're just going to play everyone in bajillion dollars. It's so dumb. It's super dumb. Oh yeah, the Houston Astros were like banging, dude. Did you see that documentary with the Astros where they had some guy like banging the thing, like the big pipes in the stadium when they were like one was a fastball, one bang, two bangs was like an off-speed pitch. Dude, the Astros cheating scandal is like the craziest thing I ever saw in my life. It's legitimately insane. I forget what that documentary's called, but you got to check it out. If you're a baseball guy, dude, it's so crazy. God, Mike Trout's so good. I wish he would come to Philly and get out of that death trap that is the Angels. God, Mike Trout's so good at baseball. He would look so good in Philly's pinstripes. And he's from Millville in Jersey, which is like a half an hour, 45 minutes from the stadium in Philly. Like, I don't understand, like, I'm not sure if they all caught on to it, like, in time, but, like, there definitely were some pitchers, like you'll see in the documentary, that were like, they know what I'm throwing, dude. I don't know how they know, but they know. Dude, the Astros cheating scandal was like the grossest thing I ever watched. In my opinion, I think a lot of those guys should have got banned from baseball altogether. I agree with you, Spencer, 100%, dude. It was such horseshit. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, they got, like, slapped on the wrist. Didn't, like, the GM get suspended for, like, a year and then the head coach for, like, a year? Dude, it was so crazy, man. That documentary, like, my mouth was, like, wide open watching it. It was that insane. All right, we got an 0-2 count to Marsh. Strider's got 30 pitches in the bottom of the third inning. The Phillies are living in 0-2 counts and another strikeout. Jesus, God, this Phillies offense looks horrible today. What's up, Griffith? Me too, man. I've been a Phillies fan for my whole life. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I do a ton of Phillies content. I do a lot of Eagles content, a lot of Philly sports content. I was a writer for Bleacher Report for years covering the Phillies and a bunch of other sports like UFC. I do some UFC stuff, a lot of mock drafts. I'm doing a lot of draft stuff. So if you haven't yet, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, help us grow this channel out. We're pushing around 4,500 subscribers, so we're a monetized channel, which is pretty sweet. Rojas takes the ball. Oof, that's a tough pitch. 1-1 count. He's diving out of that curveball, though. Come on, Rojas. Prove me wrong, dude. How about you get a base hit? That would be nice, huh? God. Rojas. Oh, he's so bad. He's so hard to watch. Just swinging at balls. This team has been swinging at balls all day. And pitches that don't even start in the zone. They're not even close to being strikes. They're just over-anxious. They don't look good, man. The Phillies' offense does not look good. Maybe the second time around in the lineup they'll look a little bit better. But Rojas looks lost. Ground ball up the middle. That's an out. At least he made contact, unlike a lot of the Phillies hitters. All right, 2 outs, 2 quick outs, bottom of the third inning. Nobody on. Bottom of the third inning. Strider's only got 35 pitches. Yeah, I mean, but just watching Rojas in spring training, I mean, you're seeing guys that aren't even major league hitters. He batted like 185 or something. Nice, dude. The stadium looks packed, man. It's got to be a blast down there. Get some Bull's barbecue, get some crab fries, a couple brewskis, maybe some sausage and peppers. Do it right, man. Oh, 1 count to Schwarber. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Schwarber's got that changeup working good. It's really diving out of the zone. Nice, man. Oh, I could go for a sausage and peppers right now. Ooh, ball down in the zone. 2-1 count to Schwarber. Yeah, I'm jealous you get to go to the game. Yeah, I bet it's sold out, man. There's nothing better than Citizens Bank Park when it's sold out. He hits a little dinker to the second baseman. That's 3 outs, and that's the end of the third inning. Where are your seats at, Charlie? Me and my dad had seats in right field, right behind Harper, like 6 rows up. That's like when Jason Worth was playing there. I have no idea, Spence. I have no idea. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Honestly, I can't wait that Schwarber's not there anymore. He's just holding this lineup back a little bit. Sure, he hits the bombs. But I think he would do better batting like 6th than batting leadoff. I'd rather Turner lead off, and then you could put Stott batting. That's what I would do. I would bat Trey Turner first. I would bat Stott second. You could even go 2 right-handed hitters there if you wanted to. You could bat Bohm second, but I like Turner, Stott, Harper, and then you go like Bohm, Schwarber, Realmuto, and then the rest of the lineup. It doesn't matter where your seats are. It's going to be a kick butt time anyway. I mean, there's not really a bad seat in the house there, man. It's like every seat, you can see the game well. The atmosphere is dope. It doesn't matter where your seats are. Last year, we went to see the Phillies in San Francisco, which was super dope. I love that stadium in San Francisco. The one in San Diego is really nice, too. The stadium in San Diego is dope. Dodger Stadium is a dumpster. It's a dumpster fire there. I hate Dodger Stadium. Out of all the stadiums I've been to the original Yankee Stadium, which was a dumpster before they knocked it down. The new one's really nice, though. I've been to Camden Yards in Baltimore. Hell yeah, dude. Just grub it out. Drink some brewskis. Get a couple dogs or some sausage and peps. Do it up, man. All right, we're in the top of the 4th inning. Leading off for the Braves is Austin Riley, another stud. Austin Riley is super dope. I love him. He's a third baseman. Strike 1 to Austin Riley. 94-mile-an-hour sinker. Solid pitch by Wheeler. 44 pitches in the top of the 4th. I don't think there's air conditioning in the one in San Diego because it's like an open field stadium. It's not a dome. Yeah, I mean, I want to go see that stadium. Is it Allegiant Stadium, the Raiders Stadium in Vegas? I heard that's super dope. We actually went to the Eagles-Rams game last year at SoFi Stadium, dude. SoFi Stadium is incredible, man. If you're a Birds fan or, like, they're playing in LA again this year, it's worth the trip, man. All right. We got 1 out. Olsen's at bat. 1-0 count to Olsen. Dude, he's a monster. 283 on batting average last year. 604 slugging. 54 home runs. 139 RBIs. Yikes. Dude's a monster, man. But the way the Phillies are going right now, Wheeler's going to have to pitch a shutout. Because the Phillies haven't hit one ball hard all game. Even the hit that Bohm had was a bleeder. Strike 1 to Olsen. 2-1 count behind the fastball. Good spot by Wheeler on the outer half. God, Olsen is so big. Oh, my God. And the pitch to Olsen. Ball in the lower part of the zone. Called strike 2. Nice pitch by Wheeler, man. 2-2 count. 1 out. Opening day for the Phillies. Nothing. We're in the top of the 4th. Solid game so far. Not a lot of good hits. No extra base hits. Nobody's hitting the ball too hard. I mean, we got 2 aces on the mound, so we're probably not going to see much of that. Dribbler foul by Olsen. Remains a 2-2 count. 1 out. Top of the 4th. Wheeler just threw his 50th pitch. I'm guessing he's probably going to be around 75 to 85 pitches today. God, Olsen's so big. Oh, strike 3. Top of the zone. Fastball up and away. Behind. Sitting on a breaking ball was Olsen. Yeah, I wish the Phillies would take some more walks. Just swinging at bad pitches, man, trying to make something happen. They need to just, like, let it come to them. They're doing a terrible job. All right, Ozuna's up 0 for 1. That's a shot. He's going to get in the gap. Tracked down by Marsh. Had a great jump on the ball. I mean, Marsh and Rojas are probably the best fielding left fielder and center fielder in Major League Baseball. The amount of runs that Rojas had saved in his metrics compared to the rest of the league was insane last year. So I get why the Phillies are trying to force him into the lineup. We're heading into the bottom of the 4th inning. We're going Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, JT Realmuto to lead off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Phillies. 0-0 game. Strider and Wheeler are both dealing, man. Will they be better tomorrow? I mean, it's hard to tell. Yeah, I mean, I love having that Trey Turner, Harper, Realmuto lineup is solid. Realmuto didn't hit the ball well last year at all. So I don't know how much I like him batting behind Harper. I think you need to have the best hitter in your lineup besides Bryce Harper hitting behind him so he gets better pitches to hit. The Phillies have some good players like Schwarber, Realmuto, Castellanos, but they don't have that other superstar. That's what they're lacking in this lineup. The Phillies need another superstar to bat behind Harper. Because a guy batting 250 who hits 15 home runs a year and drives in 75 runs is not putting fear into any pitchers, man. So someone's got to step up in the lineup this year, whether that be Trey Turner or Alec Boehm. And maybe one of those guys can step into that number 5 role. Charlie Manuel, the former Phillies manager, is doing an interview right now on Comcast Sportsnet. It's hard to tell because we don't know who's going to be available at the trade deadline yet. But I think they need another big right-handed bat. Whether that's Whit Merrifield, who will come and play a little bit more. But they got some pop at Schwarber. There's a shot. That's going to hang up there. Trey Turner lines out to the left fielder. He ripped that ball, though. The wind kind of knocked it down a little bit. Well, they're paying Trey Turner to be a superstar, but he hasn't played like a superstar. He only hit 263 last year. So they're paying him like he's a superstar. And I think Schwarber and Castellanos each have like 2 years left on their deals. So I would love to bring in another power hitting outfielder. Marsh was actually probably their most consistent hitter last year if you look at the whole season. So, like, I got a dog hair on my head. But he's another left-handed hitter. Stott, another left-handed hitter. They need another right-handed bat. That's why they brought in Whit Merrifield. But if he's going to sit the bench, then what the hell's the point of that? Yeah, so, like, when the wind's blowing off the river like that, it definitely knocks a lot of balls down. Like that shot that Turner just hit the left field might have been like to the track or hitting off the wall. But that wind definitely knocks balls down when it's blowing across the field from left field to right field. 3-1 count to Harper, taking some tough pitches from Strider. Hoping Harper can get on base. All right, we're in the bottom of the 4th inning, 0-0. Come on, Hart. Let's get a pitch to hit, kid. Ball 4, up and in. Harper takes the walk, and then Realmuto will come to the plate. Charlie threw out the first pitch today to Larry Boa. That was cool to see. Boa and Charlie Manuel, absolute Phillies legends. Charlie was the head coach of the Phillies when they won the World Series. How many bases are there loaded? There's one guy on first base. Harper's on first base, 1 out. JT Realmuto's at bat. He takes a pitch outside, 1-0. Yeah, Realmuto 252, 310 on base percentage last year. Not what I'm looking for. 1-0 pitch. Come on, JT. And ball 2. Threw that breaking ball in the dirt. 2-0 count. This is a good hitter's count. Looks like Strider's a little cold. He keeps blowing in his hands to warm him up. Harper takes his lead. We got a 2-0 count to JT. Oh, man, he calls a tough pitch on the outer half, strike 1. He's saying he fouled it? That ball's outside. Two-one count to JT Realmuto. 0-0 Harper on first base. Takes another breaking ball, low in the zone, called for strike 2. On my stream, we have Harper on first base and JT Realmuto up with a 2-2 count with 1 out. JT Realmuto fouls a pitch on the outer half back. Remains a 2-2 count. Yeah, just Harper's on first base. Yep. Come on, JT. Let's hit one in the gap, kid. Let's hit one in the gap. Checks on Harper. I thought that could be a pitch that he might want to go to. 1 out, 2-2 count. Harper on first base. Strider's got 51 pitches. I'm not reading it on anything. I'm watching the game live on my MLB TV. And the pitch to JT. Ball fouled off his ankles. Another 2-2 pitch coming up. Alec Boehm is on deck. He's 1 for 1 with a base hit. 2-2 count. Coming again to JT Realmuto. Yeah, Strider keeps blowing in his hands. I wonder if he's having a tough time keeping his fingers warm. It is a little breezy in Philly. Just remember, guys, if you haven't yet, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Help us grow a little bit here. We're around 4,500 subscribers. And then JT Realmuto just swung at a ball in the dirt. Oh, my God. God, dude, he sucks. That ball's not even close, dude. Not even close. A foot below the strike zone. Horrible. JT Realmuto can't bat 5th. Oh, we got 2 outs. Runner on first base. Did I get it? I think I just got it. Am I good? Thanks, Charlie. All right, bottom of the 4th, runner on first base, and the first pitch to Alec Boehm is on the way. What? The umpire didn't want to call that a strike, but he did. Boom. 274, 327 on base percentage, 437 slugging, 97 RBIs. You can't beat that. Come on, Boom. Ugh. Another strikeout. We end the 4th inning, 0-0. Harper got a walk. Whew, it's tough. All right, everybody, I got to go walk the dog, so I'm going to end this stream right now. I'll be back in like 20 minutes for the rest of the game. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I appreciate you guys. Go